Hi everyone, welcome back on the mat and congratulations for taking time out to join me. This quick 30-minute Pilates session is great for any new mamas, so we'll be doing a few exercises that are great for core rehab and to rebuild your strength. And it's also great if you're in your first trimester as well, or if you're not pregnant at all. It's a great gentle Pilates exercise workout. So we'll get started with a little bit of a stretch. So step 1 foot forward for me. I'm going to start with a quad stretch. So you want to tuck your hips underneath you, pulling the pelvis up towards your face, and then gently push into your right leg. Feeling the stretch through the front of the quad on the left leg. If you can, if it's available to you, reach back and pick up the left foot and get a nice little stretch out through the front of the quad. Holding for 3, 2, and 1, and then let's change over to the other side. Stepping the left foot forward, once again, tucking the pelvis up and underneath you, gently pushing forward into the left hip, and then picking up the right leg and stretching out the quad. Excellent, holding for 3, 2, and 1. And then find your way down onto the mat, laying yourself down. We'll start off with some TZone activation. So remember, your T-zone is made up of your transverse abdominis and as well as your pelvic floor. So we want to take our fingertips to the inside of the hip bones, and without moving, we'll want to inhale, feel the breath expand, so take one big diaphragmatic breath in, making sure that all of the muscles through your abdomen are nice and relaxed. And then on the inhale, you want to draw the pelvic floor up and in and engage the TA. Breathing out as you're engaging and lifting, and then as we breathe in again, we relax. Breathing out, nice, gently engage, contracting the TA, contracting that T-zone, and then inhaling, filling the belly, fill with air, and then exhale. Let's engage. Beautiful. Let's start off with some bent knee fallout. So you can keep your fingertips to the inside of the hip bones here. Engage the TA. So the TA should be on. You should feel those 2 little ripe avocados underneath your fingertips. You should feel tone through the pelvic floor and the TA. We'll start with the right knee, keeping your left leg completely still and stationary. We want to drop the right leg out to the side of our body, and then engage the core as we bring it back to center. Then we're going to alternate over to the left side, only dropping the knee as far as we can while keeping control. Remembering that we want to be breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. We don't want to be holding our breath here. We want to be relearning those cues to engage the T-zone, to be making sure that when we are moving, whether it's we're picking things up off the ground or we're walking about, just going on about our daily life, we're able to engage that T-zone in a very subconscious manner. So these bent knee fallouts are a great way to be really isolating and targeting that zone. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Last 2, and 1. Beautiful. Going into foot slides now. Same principle applies. You want to have a nice light foot on the mat. Gently drift the right leg up off the mat as you slide it out long on the mat. And then as we exhale, we pull the heel back in towards us. Change over to the other side. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Keep the foot nice and light on the mat. Beautiful. For 3, and 2, last one. We're going to be going into an abdominal curl. So you want to take your hands and interlace them behind the neck. Have the thumbs running down long along the neck. We're going to keep our feet on the ground for these ones. Of course, if you'd like to drift up into tabletop, go for it. But we're going to start with just some very gentle crunching. If you know that you've got Diastasis Recti, which is the separation of the core, you might like to leave these ones out and instead go into a lift foot. We're going to start with our abdominal curl exercise, breathing in through the nose, engaging the T-zone, and let's get ready to lift. Exhale, send the breath long down through your knees, inhale through the nose. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. Every time you lift, you want to be focusing on pulling the navel down, flattening out your core and pulling your ribs down towards your hips. If you do have any separation of that linear elbow, you do want to make sure that as you're doing any sort of abdominal work, the most important thing is that you're not seeing any bulging of that abdominal wall. You want to learn how to develop tone drawing the sides of the abdominal wall together. For 3, and 2, and 1. Continuing on now, we're going to lift up through the head and shoulders. We're going to take the right arm away from the head. We're going to drift that right hand down towards the right shin, brief touch, and then take the arm back towards the head and change sides. Remembering breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Every time you're reaching through, focusing on drawing the navel down. Working those obliques, turning them on. Last one, we're going to mix it up now. We're going to add in that crunch. So we're going to come down to the mat. We're going to lift up. We're going to reach towards the right, reach towards the left, come back down to the mat. Lift, reach right, draw the navel down, ribs pulling down towards hips and returning. Beautiful. Core tight, belly in, drawing down. It's a very small movement. And down. We've got 3 to go. Lifting up, reach, reach, and back down. Beautiful. Last one. Curling up, navel pulling in, and down to the mat. Moving on to our obliques, or continuing with obliques, we're going to lift the head and shoulders up off the mat. Taking the right elbow, you're going to twist towards the left, looking over your left shoulder, come back to center and return to the mat. Lift and extend, turn towards the right, twist and down. So remembering, if you're wanting to advance this exercise and lift the legs up into tabletop, of course, go for it. But if you're only newly postpartum, it's a good idea to keep the feet flat on the ground and really focus on building stability with your spine, nice and supported first. Good, lifting up, twisting over. Doing so well for 5, 4, nice and slow, nice and controlled. 3, 2, beautiful, and last one. Wonderful. We're going to go into pendulum next. So with pendulum, we want to have our arms out to the side like the letter T, and we want to move our legs up into tabletop. Now, of course, if you don't feel comfortable with this exercise, you might like to keep your feet on the ground and do the same movement pattern that we're about to mimic right now. So getting ready, legs up into tabletop, engage the T-zone as we lift, going into imprint spine, so pressing the lower part of the back onto the mat. What we're going to do is we're going to engage the T-zone, we're going to squeeze the knees and feet together and drift the feet off towards the right. From here, we're going to breathe out, come back to center, breathe in through the nose as we alternate over to the other side. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Remembering you're only wanting to twist over as far as you feel comfortable. You might have noticed that I've got a little helper here joining me. This is Skylar. He's currently 5.5 months old. It should be his nap time. Beautiful. For 3 and 2 and 1. Continue on now, and if you feel ready, we're going to extend the top leg, come back to center, return it back into tabletop and change. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Twisting over as far as you feel comfortable. And remembering if your feet are on the ground, we're just doing small twists, and you can feel free to keep that leg up in the air. Four more each side. Working the sides of our waist. Two more. Core tight, belly in, last one. Make it a good one. And back to center. Beautiful. Rolling yourself over now. We're going to start with a little bit of glute work. So take your right ear down onto your right bicep. Brace the hand in front of you, and we're going to come into a clam 2 position. So feet are in line with the bum, and we're going to drift the feet up off the ground. We're going to squeeze our feet tight as we start to open up through the knees. Opening up through the knee and then taking it back down to the ground. In through the nose, out through the mouth. So with this exercise here, you want to be really focusing on pressing the feet together, engaging the glutes, and it's a very small movement. Focus on the core being nice and tight and secure. What you want to be doing is you want to be avoiding side to side rotation, keeping your core on, your belly on, belly pulling towards your spine will help keep a nice stable base. Keep opening up through the knee, squeeze the feet tight. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to advance it on. You're going to lift the knee up and you're going to extend that foot nice and long. Point the toe, then bring the feet back together and bring the knees back to close. Open the knee, extend extend that foot, feet back together and down. Beautiful. Keep flowing through this rhythm here. Move at your own pace, but refocus back in on your core, that nice stable base. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good, you've got 5 more. 4. 2. And last one, lift it up and extend out. I want you to drop the bottom foot, the left foot, back down to the ground and keep holding the right leg hip high. We're going to start with straight leg lift, so you want to think about the foot being like an arrow coming out of the hip socket as you lift it up towards the sky and lower it back down. Have a slight external rotation of the thigh as you lift it up. And again, you want to make sure that you're not flopping the leg back down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg back down, hold it hip height, and we've got bicycles. So you're going to keep the foot pointed as you drift the leg forward of the body. You're going to take the foot and bend the foot towards the bum and then extend it out long behind you. Beautiful. Sweep the leg forward, bend that foot, keep the foot tight to the buttock, extend it long and sweep it through. Making nice big circles with your foot. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Careful that you're not overextending through the lower back. You want to keep your glutes on, core tight. Five more. 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. Last one. And then let's change sides. So pushing up through your hand and taking your body over to the other side. Just going to relocate my master here so that he can keep an eye on me. Oh, you're okay. All right, so coming down, take your left ear onto your left bicep. We're going to start with our clam twos. So you want to lift the feet up towards the sky, pull the feet nice and tightly together, and we're lifting up through the knee. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Recheck in on your hips, making sure you're keeping your hips nicely skewered. Press the feet together, working the side of the glute. Nice stable hips. After having bubs, you will find that your hip stability is something that will need to be redeveloped, and regaining strength in your hips will certainly help you to be combating any hip pain or pelvis pain that you might be getting. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the leg up and let's extend the leg long. Bring the feet back together and then drop the knee back down. Lift the knee, extend the foot, bring the feet back together and drop the knee. And down. Good, doing so well. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Excellent work. Last one. We've got our straight leg lift, so drop the left leg down towards the ground. Think about your foot like an arrow coming out of the hip socket as we lift the leg and control it back down. Nice long leg, really focusing on using the inner and outer thigh for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Hold the leg hip height, and we're going to go into our bicycle. So swing the foot forward, take the foot towards the bum and extend the leg back. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Excellent, well done. And then coming up, we're going to go into a quick horse kick series. So from here, you want to have your hands directly stacked underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. We'll start off with our left leg. Drift your weight over onto your right knee. Take the left leg up off the ground and extend that foot nice and long. Let's flex our foot here to really work through the hamstrings. Make sure that the core is on, the belly is snapped up towards the spine. Really thinking about keeping your hips nice and level as you lift the leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the leg out nice and long. Let's go for straight leg lifts for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg high. We've got 10 curls for 10, 9, 8, 7, targeting the hamstrings, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's change to the other side now. So let's start off with our horse kick 1, bend and extend. Take the weight over towards the left knee, drift the right knee up off the ground, extend the foot, nice and active through the toes, flexing the toes up towards the face and really extending and pressing through the heel as you kick the leg away. Focus on keeping your hips nice and stable, nice and square, belly pulling up towards the spine. Careful that we're not overextending through the back. For 5, 4, 3, good, and 2. Neck nice and long, shoulders rolled back, and 1. Hold the leg high. We've got 10 straight leg lifts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold the leg high and let's curl it in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful work, team. If you are in your first trimester and you are following along, you can be doing these ones lying down if you feel comfortable. Similarly, if you've just had a baby and you feel really uncomfortable laying on your front, you could do these kneeling. So you've really got a couple of options here. If you're going to be doing this series kneeling, start off in the exact same position that I am in now. And you just want to lean forward and do the same variations as what I'm going to be doing with my upper body. Otherwise, let's get into our arm series. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay long on our mat, and we're going to start with some scapular activation. So take your elbows out into a 90-degree position, so take them out to the side. And what I want you to focus on is I want you to focus on pulling the shoulder blades down and back. Relax them down, roll them down and back. Beautiful. Let's go for 3 more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 2, and last one. Beautiful. Excellent. We're going to drift the arms up off the ground and take them back down. Beautiful. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to lift the head and shoulders now if you feel comfortable, otherwise keep your head on the mat. You're going to bring the arms in towards the body, extend them out long for breaststroke. So we're swinging the arms around to the sides and back to the middle. In through the nose, out through the mouth. This exercise is a great one for the arms, but it's also great for the middle of the back. So lots of exercises and activities as a mum requires you to have a nice, strong thoracic spine, middle spine. Good, let's go for 5 more. And 4, 3, nice big circles. 2, and last one. Beautiful. We're going to finish off with flight. So you're going to take the arms to the sides now. You're going to lift the head and shoulders if you feel comfortable, otherwise keep them on the ground. You're going to rotate the shoulder blades back and down, and we're going to be working on a very small rotation of the arms. So the thumbs rotate up towards the sky and we rotate them back through for 10, 9, made more difficult by the baby grabbing my arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Push yourself up. We're going to finish with a couple of tricep push-ups here, girls. So take your knees directly underneath your hips. We'll start from this position and then you'll have the option to walk your knees back. Bend the elbows down towards the sides of the body and then push the floor away as you extend through the backs of the arms. Do a couple of movements here. Make sure that you feel comfortable. And then once you're ready, move the feet back. Make sure the core is on tight, belly pulling in. And let's take it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Just stretching back into child's pose. Let's stretch it out. Couple of moves and then we are all done. Spread the knees apart, toes together. Reaching the arms forward and then take the arms over towards the right. Get a nice little stretch through the side of the body. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and then let's stretch over the other direction. Beautiful work. Sitting in with one leg crossed in front and one leg tucked behind. We're going to go into a little mermaid stretch, stretching out through the side of our waist. You want to take the right elbow down towards the floor, reaching up and over with your left hand, and then breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth as you flow through a couple of really beautiful stretches, stretching out through the back. Let's go 2 more. Excellent, and last one, let's change our feet over, crossing them the other way now, and let's flow. Two more. Last one. So there we have it, girls, a nice quick little Pilates workout. Some great progressions in there for core exercises. If you don't feel like you are ready to be doing crunches, then definitely leave them out and substitute them in with maybe a lift foot instead. But if you are enjoying our Pilates workout, especially our pre and postnatal Pilates series, please make sure you share these videos with a friend. We absolutely love making them, and we love to know that we're helping out other women to access great workouts as well. So make sure that you follow our YouTube channel and that you share this with anyone that you know that might enjoy also a little bit of time on the mat. And have a beautiful day. I'll see you later soon. Bye. Let's go. Bye.